It's KoKo Unfiltered. Speak nothing but the truth. Bam! What is up, everyone? I'm KoKo, and welcome back to a brand new episode of KoKo Unfiltered. I'm excited to have two incredible guests joining me today. First up, we've got the future OC housewife, the real OG of the OC, the oh-so-fabulous Miss Maya, and I can't wait for you to hear her take on things today. Welcome, Maya.
Well, hello there. Thank you for the intro. Vicky, do not come for me, but it's true. I am the OG of the OC.
We love it. And of course, we also have Miss Kristin with us. Kristin's not only the queen of Long Island, but she's also got a hilarious sense of humor that's always keeping things interesting. And trust me, you're in for some laughs today. Well, welcome, Kristin.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so excited. That's my phone. I hear it vibrating.
We've got a buzz going on here.
Oh my God, we do.
Literally.
Oh, wait, we have a caller.
We have a caller, line one.
So early? It must be the Vicky shout out. It's probably her calling to tell me off right now.
I know. Relax, Vicky.
Take it easy, OG of the OC.
She's already after us. Oh my God. Well, today's topic is going to be about trusting your vibes in friendships and just navigating friendships in general.
This is heavy.
It is heavy.
Yeah.
But I feel like you guys have a lot of friends and this is perfect.
Yes.
It's perfectly heavy.
Because you guys are friends. Tell everybody how long you've been friends for.
Right.
Since we were in our early 20s, so I'd say, well, God, we're just outing how old we are right now.
But it was the 1900s.
1822.
Yes.
You picked me up in your horse and buggy.
1822? Isn't that when Columbus sailed the ocean blue?
Probably, yeah.
We were there.
We were there, and that's how we met.
Yeah, long friendship that, we've gone through so much together.
We have.
And watched so many things.
There's been a lot of things that we've shared in our lives, relationships, kids.
Yes.
Unfortunately a death for me, right?
yes.
There's been a lot of things that we've gone through together, and I feel like our friendship has never changed. So,
No, that's the one thing that's consistent.
It is. I've never had friends longer than like 6 years. So I love that.
So let me ask you this, though. When you meet someone, do you know right off the bat,
Yes.
I can vibe with this person, or this person's not for me?
Exactly. I go off vibes with people.
Okay.
So like when I first met Maya, I went off her vibe.
oh God, you met me in a crazy moment, though. I feel like you met me in a housewife moment.
But that's perfect. That was the vibe that I was looking for. But no, I go off of vibes. So if I know, obviously there's a lot of people I met through you,
Right.
that I don't vibe with.
True.
And so I'm not going to give my energy to them.
Right.
And that's just how I've always been.
I always
I love
ask you
that.
if you're psychic, because I'm like, how did you know?
Normally it always comes true and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Maybe I do. Maybe I'm psychic.
You are. You definitely are.
I wonder.
Could
That
you
might
imagine?
be. Yeah, you might want to develop
Sixth
that.
sense it's heightened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep working with it.
Well, because it's just I think 3 or 4 people I've met from you, and their vibes are completely off, and then they turn out to be complete wackadoodles.
Totally. And you have the ability, though, to read a situation correctly when you'll just say, oh, I think this and that. And I'm like, oh my God, how did he know this?
Right.
It's just weird.
I think it's my time from Disney. It's horrible. It just made me read into people.
Or maybe a spirit followed you home from there. And I was giving you all the
Oh my
clues.
God! Wait, I want to talk about that real quick. We were watching scary movies last night, and I thought it would be really cool to go to a haunted museum.
Oh, for sure.
It's in Vegas. Have you heard about it?
No.
There's
Okay,
a
wait. Is it Zach Bagans?
Zach Bagans,
Yes. Okay,
yes.
I did go there, but I was with my children, and they couldn't get in. You had to be 18 and older or something like that, and they were too young. But we took a picture right outside the door. I have been dying to go there.
Oh my God!
That's a road trip.
You have
Road
to
trip.
sign a waiver.
Oh gosh. Are you kidding?
There is stuff in there that holds energy.
Yeah.
And it is we would have to stage ourselves when we leave.
Oh my gosh.
You'd have to stage yourself before and after.
Yes.
I'm going to be literally covering my face under Brandon's shoulder the whole time in there. So I don't know. How much does it cost? It might be a waste.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. But it's
not
a
much.
haunted museum. They have like that real Annabelle doll. They have
Yes.
real like haunted artifacts.
Wait, what Annabelle doll?
You've never seen the
Oh
movie
my gosh.
Annabelle?
Yes, come on.
Oh, I'm scared.
It's with the couple that
It's the doll that's like possessed.
Oh no, won't do it.
I know it's
Won't do it.
you just don't connect with the doll. You move on.
No,
I think
I'm
it's
gonna
something
wake
to
up
do.
and that doll is going to be
Yeah,
right
no,
there
I know.
in
That's
front of
exactly
me.
what it is.
Like I'm scared.
But that's your waiver you have to sign. Is that you have to, like, you're signing over, like, if something follows you home, it's your problem, not their problem.
Oh my god.
But you prepare yourself for that not
It
to
will
happen.
follow this girl home. You know that, right? Kristen is bringing everybody up in their home with her. Okay.
We do have a story. We do have a
We
story.
have a story. We have a story.
Maya had people over. Now, what house was that? Was it?
Was it Aliso Viejo house? Well, actually,
No.
he lives there in the same complex.
That's amazing.
Oh, the one on Hollyoak?
Yes. Was it? Oh,
I don't think it was
scary.
I don't know,
The house
but you
on
had
Hollyoak.
Retha. I could say it right. Retha the psychic.
Yeah, you can say it. Yeah.
And she was reading people, and she was reading a girl who lost her brother. I think
Oh,
that's
that
what
was
it
when I. Oh no, that was the house at. That was here. That was Wagon Wheel.
Yeah. Okay. So, I didn't get a reading. I chose not to, but I chose to watch. And I come home and I go to bed. And now I wake up, I think, in the middle of the night, and I feel this compression on my chest. I am frozen. I can't get up. And it felt like for 500 minutes. I think it was a few seconds. Then I get up and I go to the window and I see an accident outside. And people are screaming and yelling at each other, guys on the ground. Next thing you know, I'm in bed. Like, none of that actually happened. I was freaked out. I called Retha the next day. I said, Retha, I had this happen. My chest was going, oh yeah, no, you just brought someone home, dear. just tell them
What?
to go away and you'll be fine.
To go away. It's
And
okay.
I hang up and I'm like, I brought someone home.
And then she brings everybody. Remember that one time that you were reading the Sylvia Brown book? You went to bed.
Yes.
Then she says she hears the school of children running around her head.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
then the thing
And then
with
I
the-
woke. Okay, so then we were living in an apartment in Rancho at the time. My husband and I, we were just dating at the time. I wake up, and in the corner of the room is my husband, well, then boyfriend, in boxer shorts and a white T-shirt. That's what he wears to bed, bending over like the television, doing something. I go, Jeff, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then, without looking, I just reach over, and he's in bed, and the thing disappears.
What the fuck?
That was a total
She's
ghost.
scary.
Oh my God.
This is true. So I think
Wait
if
a
I do
minute.
go to that museum, I'm bringing home dolls and
You-
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I might not.
Oh my God. That would be so much fun though.
It would be.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Have a spirit come home with you. Sounds fun.
I mean, what if it's good? What if he's really nice?
If the
What I want to tap into is a spirit guide. We need to tap into our spirit guides.
Right.
I don't know how to do that.
I don't know how to do that. We should learn how to do that.
We should.
That could be another
We-
episode,
well,
part
yeah.
two.
Back in the day, Kristen and I used to. We used to be really into this stuff.
Yep.
And then I kind of got freaked out because she started bringing people uninvited.
It's true. It's true.
Okay.
Uninvited
And this
guests.
person was not invited, Chris. Okay. Why are they with you?
Yeah. Oh, I guess. I think now I'm older and I can sage myself, say a blessing, put a white light around.
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't
white
do
light.
any of that.
Yeah.
You just went in.
Just
and that's
went.
why they came home with you.
Yeah.
In the spirit pool.
They're like, we're going to get this girl. She don't know what the hell she's doing.
Oh my God. He jumped into the spirit pool. That was a good one.
I know. I'm funny sometimes.
I'm navigating friendships on the other side.
Yeah, you are.
Oh my God, you are.
Yeah.
Keep those friends.
Yeah.
I don't want them.
Don't bring him to Maya's house.
I got enough on this side to deal with.
It's true.
Oh my God. Okay, so why is it important to trust your intuition in friendships and relationships?
Yeah.
And why don't we?
True.
We don't. That's the thing.
Hindsight, you go, I knew not to
yeah.
do this.
Trust your body, what your body feels like when you're talking to somebody, right? You're
Yes,
like,
the
oh, it
feelings.
doesn't feel right. But because I think if you're a social person and you're Libras
Right.
and we love people and we're the sign of balance, right?
Ooh, you are the
We kind of
scales.
feel like we want everybody to, be nice and we want everybody to get along. So that person is not a good person, but you still want to invite them into your space because you like to have fun with people and you're a people person.
Include them. Right.
But I'm going to tell you, you need to listen to that vibe.
Absolutely.
Because in the long run, you will find out eventually.
Right. It's true. And animals have this inner guide. They know if they're in the woods and there's a fire or a predator, immediately they go, oh, and they turn around. We as humans go, this doesn't feel right. Let's go
Let's
look
go
into
further.
it.
We jump right in.
And I think that we do that with friendships. I love to give the benefit of a doubt of somebody, or if someone goes, "No, you're gonna love them. You're gonna love them. They're just like you," and then you find out years later.
Right.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's hard. But then on the flip side is like, first impressions are a big thing, but sometimes, and we were just talking about this, sometimes it just might be that person is not they're socially awkward.
Yes.
And then eventually you get to know them and you're like, oh, I really like this person, or okay, they're this way because they've gone through this stuff in their life.
Right.
It's like, how do you determine which way to go with that, right?
Yeah.
Like, do I do, I'm telling you now, all stops are out now that I'm of the ripe age of 50.
I love it.
You don't even look a day over.
Thank you,
It's
darling. Thank you.
It's the new 30.
It is. Yeah. 25.
Oh, okay. It's the new 25.
Now I don't care. But what's got me to this point is a lot of trying to figure out that balance. Like, okay, this person, it might be socially awkward. They might have a lot of boundaries up, right?
Yeah.
But then are they going to come back? Is it going to come back to bite me?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. I know. And I feel like you have to give it a chance, right? Give everybody a chance. It's just like test takers. You could be the best student ever, but you suck at taking tests. It doesn't mean you're stupid, So it's like,
Thank
man,
God.
they had a bad day.
Because I suck at taking tests.
And I
still do.
stress. I hate tests.
Never. I'm testing you right now.
In fact, friendships are
is a
one big
test.
test.
Yeah.
It's true. That is true.
Yeah, they are. They totally are.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
Can you share a story that highlights the moment of when your trusting your vibes made a difference in any of your friendships in your life? It could be older friendships. It could be newer friendships.
Wait, sorry. We trusted our vibes in becoming a friend with somebody, or
Where it made a difference.
Where it made a difference. Okay, Chris.
I'm thinking.
I know. I'm thinking too, because I feel like.
Well, it's not with a friendship, but maybe work-wise.
It could be
I
anything.
had this strong feeling that I had to work full-time. I had raised my kids already. I was working part-time, and I was offered a position. And without even batting an eyelash, inside wholeheartedly, I didn't even talk to my husband, nobody. I was like, I take it. I'm doing it. And it turned out to be the best thing. I was fully aware that's what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And it's been wonderful. It's been 3 years going.
Hello.
So, yeah, that was just inside. And I actually talked to a psychic before that. And she said, nope, that's not going to be the company for you. It's not going to work out. I didn't listen to her. I went with my vibe.
Well, I feel like there's a lot of room to be wrong with them. But so since you brought up work, there was a girl that I worked with who was super, super queen bee syndrome. And she was coming into my territory, at the time. And I could tell, she had this, she wanted to prove something. She's a little bit younger than me. Okay. And I had already done all of the, proving I felt I needed to do, right, at that point in my career. And so she comes on and she is just hardcore, asking me all these questions and trying to show me that she's smarter than me. And I'm just I'm exhausted by it.
Yeah.
Because I'm I've been here, done that, and I'm not paying attention to you. But my vibe about her was she just wanted to be recognized. She wanted someone to say, you're doing a great job here.
Right.
You are great at what you do.
Right.
I get
Not
that.
to go on this topic, but corporate America is very much a man's world.
True.
So we
Retweet.
were in the thick of it. And she just wanted someone to say, hey, you're doing a great job. So I had to muster it up because I was really irritated with her.
Sure.
Had to dig deep for that sunshine. Okay. And the minute I did that, her and I became best work friends ever. And we're still friends to this day.
See, I love that. You knew. And that's the thing about Maya. She knows these things. That's amazing. Because somebody else would have looked at it this person's annoying me. I'm done.
I know.
Me.
Yeah.
That happens on the first time. I'm just all right, I'm done with you.
With this person.
That's happened multiple times with people that I've met through you.
I know. Poor Brandon.
Oh, yeah.
The plethora of friends I have that come through my life.
Huge amount.
Brandon's just nope, yes, no.
No.
Are you kidding me?
I made the cut though.
You did. You're amazing.
You were the beginning. So.
A lot of people made the cut. I think there's probably only like 4 or 5.
Four or
That
five
says
seems
a
like
lot.
a lot, but I am old, so.
You're not old.
Times 1,000. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, you're right.
Maya does have like thousands of friends.
Yes, she really
I've
does.
never seen anybody with like that many friends.
Oh my God. It's so funny because I've been like that since I was little.
Yeah.
Like my mom said, you have always had a ton of friends. But here's the thing, like for me, I feel like each one of my friends, like I care about them uniquely. Like I do. Like
Right.
it might be hard, like to like if you're not a person who doesn't have like a big gang of friends, like there's
Me.
a lot of people. Right.
Hey, it doesn't matter. Quantity, quality.
Right. But
Right?
right. Right. I agree. And I just like I feel like I do my best to be close to the people who I've had in my life. Right.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
yeah. Yeah.
And that's another topic I'm thinking, like making that effort. Everyone's so busy between work, children,
Yeah.
you know, trying to better yourself, making the time to say, hey, we need to get together once a month
Right.
to nurture that friendship,
Yeah.
you know?
Because I always believe you don't have to, if you're friends, you don't have to talk every single day. You don't have to see each other every single day.
No, you don't.
Right.
As
You
long
don't.
as
No.
you can see each other in like 2 months.
Yeah.
And then pick up from where you left off.
Totally.
And
Totally.
you're still friends.
Absolutely. That I have my oldest and dearest friend is Karen, and I met her in kindergarten. It's the same thing. We went through school together, you know, kindergarten through high school. She had a ton of friends and different groups and stuff. So we would split up, you know, but when we came back, it was like yesterday. Mm-hmm. And that's like you and me. We can go a certain amount of time. Same thing.
Well, see, is it different for you because you're from Long Island? When did you move to California?
In the 1900s. I did. And no, it's true. And I do have a friend from second grade back there, you know, but you know who your friends are,
Right.
because not a lot of people came to visit me. And it's not like I'm living in Idaho.
True.
You know, there's stuff to do out here, right?
There's
But
tons of things.
nobody would come to visit. So then, you know,
Well, I mean,
like,
that's New York. New York
Yeah, they
probably hates
stay-
California.
no, oh gosh, good story I've got here. Segue to this.
Oh, yeah.
I come out here and I'm
Yes.
just like, I was taken back. Like I go to get my nails done. The person next to me is like, hi, how are you? Da-da. And I'm thinking, I don't know you, lady. Back off. You know, don't trust them. You know, trust no one. And then while I'm out here for a while, I go home, visit New York, and I go to the grocery store. And now I'm a Californian. I go and the cashier's like, hello. And I go, I'm visiting my family. I just got off the plane. Oh, I'm so happy to be here. I'm going to be here for a week. Da-da. She looked at me. She goes, it's $85. You want to bag it? And I was like, she was not interested. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm back in New York. It's a big difference.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, people just keep to themselves, and it is different. It's different.
And then you're from Pico.
Yes. Well, my roots are from there. Yes.
So is it different? Like, how do you maintain your friendships in Pico? I mean, Pico's not that far
well, I have my
from.
family, not friends.
You don't have friends from Pico?
No.
Okay.
No. No. So my grade school friends, when I moved here in the 3rd grade, hence the real OG of the OC.
There you go.
Sorry, Vicky.
Sorry,
But anyway-
Vix.
Sorry, Vix.
Sorry, Vix.
Woohoo, whip it up.
Well, she's
Sorry.
being sued anyway, so it's okay.
She's what?
She's being sued anyway.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
know.
okay.
Because that mouth of hers. But, but I have cousins in Pico, Whittier, that area, right? So we're all still close, obviously, family. But my friends, like my friends that I grew up with, started here in 3rd grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't have any friends in Pico. It's all in the OC.
It's all in the OC.
Okay.
Mhm. I had one friend. I visited her, and then she moved, and that was it.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
that was it.
bye-bye.
Okay.
She's like, "Oh, you're from Orange County now. We're LA." I'm like, okay. And at the time, though, Orange County was totally horse and buggy. I know we talked about this in the
Really?
1800s.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We moved out here. Was like, where am I? What is this?
Yeah.
There was like
Desolate.
all the streets that you know here did not exist.
Stop.
That's so weird.
45 minutes on a bus just to get from
What
Laguna
the
Niguel
fuck?
to Dana Point for high school.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
45 minutes on a bus because it had to go
Ew.
down to PCH.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's your walk to school in the snow story.
But it's the truth.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
that's
Yeah.
a lot.
Isn't that
I couldn't
crazy?
even imagine that today.
This place has developed into like, it's crazy. Like if you, like it was 81 that I moved here
Wow.
with my family. My dad worked for San Onofre. Well, he worked for Edison, and then they sent him to San Onofre, the power plant, and that's how it all happened out here for us. Wow. And I
But
just laughed.
81, that doesn't even sound like...
1981.
But that doesn't even sound like that long ago to a 45-minute bus ride.
Yeah, because...
The fuck?
Because...
Are you sure? 81 does not seem like that big of a difference.
Pick us up on La Paz, go all the way down to Aliso Creek, Alicia, there was no up... Like Aliso Creek didn't go through Alicia.
Really?
It was a 3-way stop to make a left to go on Alicia, down to PCH, back up to Nagel Road, go to 45 minutes.
Oh my god!
Because you got to pick up other people.
Are we talking like the city bus or like the school bus?
No, the school bus. Oh,
Did they
sorry.
have city buses back then?
I'm pulling my bougie card on that one. I am not going on a city bus here. I grew into being bougie here.
Not now.
We were not bougie then. But now that I'm the real OG from the OC.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
That's perfect though.
Right.
Oh my god! I don't think I would ever take a city bus either, so that's okay.
Exactly.
But 45 minutes?
Yeah.
That's like stuck in my brain.
Joe was amazing. Joe was our bus driver.
Oh,
Shout out to Joe.
So nice, Joe.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
A guy Joe.
For some reason, I was thinking girl Joe.
No.
I pictured a girl too.
No, Joe is a bus driver.
Okay.
Nice guy. Broke up a bunch of fights on the bus.
Ooh.
Yelled at us.
45 minutes. What else are you going to do?
Yeah, I know. Seriously.
God. Oh my god.
Wow.
45 minutes.
45.
I don't think I could. No. I mean, in Georgia, when I went to high school, I had to take a bus home, and it wasn't 45 minutes.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, well, this was horse and buggy. I'm telling you, there was one gas station, and that's the one by Target.
I can't even imagine this area without all this stuff.
I'm telling you, Moulton did not even go through.
But 81 to me is not that long ago.
Yeah. It sounds like it should have been 1942.
Yeah.
It felt like it out here. The regional park existed. Nellie Gill, literally horse and buggy. There was always horses around
That's
us.
true.
And I'm having an asthma attack and an allergy episode because there's freaking horses everywhere. What the hell's going on? Like, come on. Inhaler, which I feel like I need now. But you know what?
Shoot.
Did you bring it?
I did. I brought it.
Thank God. We don't have one here.
I'm writing the owner. I'm writing the owner of this company. Where's your...
Well, you're in his parking spot.
I happen to be in his
Yeah,
parking
that's
spot
true.
right now.
God, you must be sleeping with him or something.
You're sleeping with the owner?
Something like that. Something
Wow.
like that.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So how your instincts, right? How can that help you pick up subtle cues like body language, tone of voice that we might not recognize in friendships?
Ooh. Oh, in friendships.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first I do want to share this piece because Chris and I were just talking about this.
Yes.
If you're having a conversation with somebody and somebody is not telling you the truth, they are going to look to the left. It's an old thing. It's an old sales thing.
Wait, pause. Because when I was reading my cue card, I was looking to the left.
But you're reading a cue card.
Oh, okay.
You're
It's
not
if
telling
we
me.
ask you a question and then you're like,
Really?
Like, Brandon, is your hair red?
No.
Okay, Brandon, do you have a beard?
Yes.
Brandon,
well, maybe
would
he
you
should
lie
stop
about
looking to
something
the left
so
of
you
you.
can look to the left?
Can you look over here?
You're not playing this game right.
But they do, not knowing, they take their eyes off and or look down or something like
Yeah,
that. You
yeah.
know,
We're going to have to test this.
well,
So-
she tested it today.
Today.
This is what I
Obviously
love
didn't
about her.
work.
She reads people.
I do. I read people. I ask her direct questions. She looks to the left. I go, you're freaking lying.
Yep, she knew.
You're
I
lying
was-
to me.
And
Yeah.
I didn't mean to really lie. I would say it was like a
Oh, I know.
not a truth.
I know you didn't mean
if that makes sense.
You just, yeah.
Oh.
But not, you know what I
yeah.
mean. Okay, so ask me that question again. Because now I'm going on a tangent.
I know.
So how can your instincts pick up on subtle cues, body language, tone of voice, etc., that we might not consciously recognize in friendships?
You want to take this one?
Well, I feel like too, even if the person's not in front of me, I could gather how they're feeling, even if it's through a text. You know, their answer is just like it tells you, ooh, you know. And I do think it's a person's energy. Like if I'm about to go ask something to somebody and they're giving me the wrong vibe, it's like, don't ask right now. This is not a good time. you know. But I've always had this thing, even with my parents, whatever. I would know, even talking to them on the phone, I'm like, you're not telling me. Did you go to the doctor today? You know, she canceled the appointment. In my head, I know she already canceled it. She didn't go. And she goes, oh, yeah, you know, I'll go next. And I know she's lying. I could just feel it.
Yeah.
It's a feeling. And that's what you were talking about earlier. Trust your feelings.
The first vibe.
What's your body feeling?
It's always the first vibe.
It's always. If someone is a one-upper, like, you know, this one time in band camp, this one time in band camp.
Oh my God, I
have you
know
seen that
multiple
movie?
people about
this one
that.
time in band. Then I'm like, okay, this person's super insecure. But see what I will do, and this is why I get myself in trouble. Let's talk about this. I will be like, oh, this person needs some kind of reassurance that they're okay.
No.
And I may not get it back, but I will make sure that that person feels like, oh, let's talk about that one time in band camp.
But wait a minute. Now, what's this mean when I do this a lot? Like someone will say, oh, you know, let's say they got a new car or something. And I'm like, oh, I got one too. I don't want to be a one-upper or say like, I just feel like it's a connection I'm making.
Yes.
But some people don't want to hear it. They want to talk about their thing and they don't want to hear you have it too.
Yeah.
And that's where I have to learn to not do that. I think I'm making a connection. If anything,
But they're
I'm pissing
feeling
them
like
off.
you're one up him.
Yes.
You're like, oh, I'm great. You got your Audi.
Yeah.
But let me enjoy mine first.
So it's like, oh, but I was just trying to like connect with you. So I have to learn that.
I know, because you're trying to find common ground.
Common ground.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to do. And again, you have a sales background too. We were taught all this stuff.
We were.
You got to find common ground, build the trust.
Also, let that person talk.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't want to hear that person talk.
Yeah.
Though,
And
so
I
what
just
do you
want
do?
to hear myself.
I know. La, la, la.
La, la, la. If you didn't know, Maya used to be a singer.
Long time ago.
Give me an E.
Give me an E.
If I put you on the spot, could you sing?
Oh my God.
Do it.
Give us a hit.
No, we're going to do
Yes.
that later.
One hit
I
wonder.
will eventually one day. When it's your birthday again. Next year.
Oh,
Shit.
just got a lot of practicing. Just got a year to practice.
I might need a little more champs.
Yeah.
When was the last time you sang?
When was that? I recorded stuff on my brother's.
Shout out to your
I think
brother.
the last time I sang, oh, you know when it was? Oh, rest in peace, Carver Cossey. So I used to sing in a hardcore gospel choir.
Ooh,
like
yeah.
I thought you were
Wait a
going to
minute,
tell
why'd
me
you
that
say
story.
that?
He passed away.
Shut up.
He
You're
did.
telling me this now.
He had stomach cancer.
On the show.
No.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I'm so
Well,
sorry.
and
What a
Carver has a
sweet
big
man.
meaning for her because that's
Yeah.
where I thought you were going to go into that story about California
Oh.
when you were going to leave.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, Kristin, just come with me. You're not leaving. Come with me and watch us sing tonight. It'll uplift you. So she came to my concert or practice because we were doing a big show at the OC Fair.
Oh.
You know, I was really famous back then. I mean, I did tour in a band. Okay, Oswego Festival.
Oh.
Okay, come on, people.
You were pretty big back then.
Back then,
Wow,
not
that's
really.
a big tour.
But I said, we're gonna lift your spirits. Let's come with me. And she was thinking about moving back home.
Yeah.
And at the end of our class, our practice, we all stood up and he was like, you know, doing his praising and saying, hey, you know, I love you all. Thank you for coming to rehearsal tonight. In sopranos, we love you. And alto, like whatever he always would give us this nice little send off.
Yeah.
And he goes, in California, it's the best place to live. And I
Yep.
looked at her and I went, did you hear what he said?
Yes, and I even think he said you're right where you're supposed to
You're
be.
right, you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything to him. I didn't say a word to him.
Remember this?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God, and that was weird. I was like, he's talking to me.
He was talking
me.
to you. That was what I believe to be the Lord.
Absolutely. Okay.
Lord.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, you were in a gospel.
Hardcore traveling. We were
Wow,
cray.
yeah.
It was fun.
I would never suspect you to be in a gospel band.
I was choir.
Choir, sorry.
So I did a gospel choir, and I was also in a cover tunes band for the Grateful Dead.
I think that's hilarious.
See, this is going to be it. Everyone's going to remember Maya. She's like, oh, she was that girl that I used to listen to.
And I used to dress extra too. Like I've become a conservative lately, not in beliefs. I'm not going there, but I'm saying the way I am.
No.
Let's save for another episode.
I know that's another
Yes.
episode, but like, you know, being a mom, I think has made me a little bit more like to go within. But I used to dress like a total band girl. Like I was a different person back then.
That's so true. many phases of Maya.
I know.
I love
Wow.
that. Wait, okay, so I don't have kids, but is it when you become a parent, is that when you become more conservative?
Well, I think
Not in beliefs.
right. Yeah. Nope. Not in beliefs.
Yeah. I think it's just like you're on the back burner. You know what I mean? You kind of there.
That's true.
And we're so used to taking care of ourselves. Now you have to take care of somebody else.
And I never want my kids to be like embarrassed of me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I don't
Like
think they ever would be.
no, they wouldn't.
No.
They but I do feel like if I'm too extra for them, like I can't call out. I'm not going to give an example. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. Not yet.
Well, yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
But, you know, speaking of husbands and, you know, he lets me be who I am. So that's never been a thing. It's just more of the like kid thing, I guess. But I'm coming out of it. I think I'm
Is it
coming out
because
of
they're
it.
getting older?
Yeah, I think it's because they're getting older, right? When
Oh,
they-
absolutely. I feel like I'm going back to who I was before.
Yeah,
I
me
had
too.
kids.
Yeah.
Well, how old are your kids?
Jake is going to be 21
I can't
in
believe
2
it.
weeks. And then
Wow.
Ryan will be 19 in December.
Oh, so you got big boys.
Big boys. Literally, too.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
6'4" and 6'2".
No, legit. Like,
Jesus.
I feel like I'm
Yeah.
always like looking up at
Oh,
them
that's
every single
I
time.
would have to probably look up that. God, I'm
You
6'1".
No, they're tall.
Like, hello.
Yeah. And it's like every time I take a picture, people are like, "Are you standing in a hole?" Like, okay, and shout out to all you people. Stop asking me that. I'm 5'3", maybe 5'2" now.
Yeah, you might be.
And that's what it looks like, okay? But yeah, it's like
It looks like.
it's ridiculous. And I used to always say to them, "It doesn't matter." And I would yell up to them, "You still have to listen to me." All from down here. But yeah. I think that's what it is. They're older, and that's a good probably another topic of where you are in a relationship, your kids have grown. How are you as a couple now? Because it was all about the kids and sports and school, and now you're face to face with each other.
Right.
You know what another topic is though? Is along the vibe thing, the girlfriends.
Oh.
Navigating the girlfriends.
That's
Let me
rough.
tell you.
It's
This is
rough.
juicy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hide stuff back then. Now these kids, they tell. First of all, they tell you
She's like,
everything.
But getting back to navigating the girlfriends and
Yeah.
trusting
Right.
the vibes.
Yeah.
Like the minute the girls walk through the door, you know. How do you say it? Okay.
It's
my
true.
cover.
You can't say anything. You really can't because they got to learn for themselves. First of all, would you have listened to your parents?
No, I
Exactly.
Look at I got married at 32. I obviously didn't listen. Took me forever.
It's like you can't. And if they stay together, if you don't like this person, they stay together, you're screwed. That's all they think about is you've always disliked her. You know?
Yeah, I know.
So it's always just playing that, looking from afar.
And-
I'm watching you.
The hard part, though, is listening to what they say about you.
Oh.
That's a big thing. It's like, oh my God. And my kids are not as old as your kids yet.
Yeah.
But this is what's coming
Yeah.
with the daughter-in-laws.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah. I know. That's depressing. We might need to go to the next topic. Just kidding.
I think we need more champagne or something harder.
Tequila.
Next.
Next. Oh my God. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll move on from that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, what are the patterns of behavior that you see in friendships? Like I notice like vocal tone. So like when I'm talking to someone.
Like, elaborate.
So like when you talk to me a bit like something and I notice like a shift in your voice, like your tone, I can tell there's something wrong.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I can only do it really over the phone because text message, I can't tell. Like you can tell through a text. I can't. I have to talk to you to actually hear it.
Yeah.
Because text all this sounds the same to me. Like when you text me and then someone else texts me, it's like it looks like the same. I could not know you're like currently depressed.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So wait, ask me that again. Because
Your
like
patterns of behavior.
I can tell when, okay, here's a good thing. I can tell when somebody is what I call temperature checking me.
What does that mean?
Oh, come on.
Do define this for
Okay.
us.
Yeah.
Because, someone said no one heard this before. So what is it?
What is it?
No one heard, temperature check?
Yeah.
Maybe I made it up. I do I make up my own lingo.
I love it.
When someone's temperature checking me, it's because they may feel that they have said something to me that I don't like, or that I'm feeling a certain way about them or the situation. So say I'm talking to somebody and we have a disagreement.
Right.
Okay. And we part ways and it's kind of okay, but they're not sure. Then I'll get a text like, oh, I saw your Facebook or something. How are the kids? But we just had this conversation and we might need a little space. But then you're coming in to temperature check me just to kind of feel me out. It's like filling me out to see where I'm at. So I can always tell that. It's happened in a lot of scenarios.
Okay, that makes sense. Why do I feel like I've done that to you?
You've temperature checked me?
No, like I've like, okay, because I'm an overthinker. Like we are Libras,
Yeah,
we overthink.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I've gone home and be like, oh my God, did I say something bad? Because I don't get a text back right away from someone.
Yeah, I know. I spin like that
wait
too
a minute.
sometimes. Yeah.
I've done that I'm like, oh shit, did I say something at Maya that she's not responding? Like,
Okay, so here's the deal between
holy
you and I.
shit.
You're never going to not know with
Well, yeah.
me. You're never going to not know.
Oh, I always feel that.
Yeah, because I would rather know if someone's upset with me than go around and talking to other people about
of course.
it. So I would rather know from you guys that I hurt you, because then we can talk it out and hopefully move forward. And vice versa.
Right.
I would do that for you because I think it's a kind thing to do to somebody. Like you don't want to
Agreed.
have them to spin, right? And if I'm
But
upset,
I think Libras spin. I think us Libras spin though.
We do.
We overthink everything.
okay.
So we're going to discuss some common red flags to look out for in friendships and relationships. It could be with your husband, your boyfriends, past boyfriends, anything.
Okay.
Respect, dishonesty, negativity, anything. So you want to share your personal experiences or stories.
Here's what I think a red flag would be for me. If you get into an argument or whatever, but there's no fight, right? Mm-hmm. You just walk away. There's a red flag. People who love each other will fight for it. That's how I feel.
I agree.
And in friendships too. If the person's not really fighting for you, that might be a red flag that it's over. And people do, feel done with other people. Mm-hmm. And, so I feel it's always, if they're not fighting for me or they're not talking to me or something like that, then I know, we're on this path. Boom, red flag. And lipstick on a collar.
Not good. Not good.
That's a major red flag.
Okay, well, I'm just going to kick it up a notch here. I think a red flag should be Thug Life tattooed on your freaking stomach. Okay.
Who the fuck has that out there?
Well, okay. I'm outing myself here. That should be a freaking red flag. And you ignore it because you love the chase of a bad boy.
Right.
That should be a red flag.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
I get that.
Thug Life is a red flag.
Like,
yes.
Tattooed on the stomach.
like on his stomach.
Yes. Just like Tupac.
That is smacking you in the face right there.
That's a flag of all mothers. And guess what? I'm like, oh, see you later, flag. Okay.
I know.
Is it red? I don't think that flag is red.
I don't think
Because you
so.
are so hot. That flag is not red. And I love danger. That is not a red flag. I'm just going to keep my eyes closed.
Right. Ignore the flag.
I'm going to ignore the flag.
You're like, eyes closed. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot
Well,
you don't know
that is
about
a
me,
huge red
B.
flag. I need to know. This is
We
good.
are going to find
We
out.
had it.
We're going to have multiple episodes just to get to
I
know
know.
you.
Just all the past.
No, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge.
I would agree.
Yeah. Hello.
What is a red flag that you've noticed?
Yeah.
Oh, a red flag that I would notice?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Lying or just in general? Like just lying.
Right.
That's a huge red flag. Like, okay, in your relationships, it doesn't have to be current, it could be before.
Yeah.
Did you ever go through your partner's phone?
No.
Would you ever go through your partner's phone?
Yes.
Is it
I
because
would
you
do
don't
it
trust
now.
them?
Well, not now to Dan. We're boring. But, I mean, you got to remember what kind of phones we had back
Yeah.
then.
Those little-
They were
Okay,
flip
you're right.
phones, and you
Shit.
press the A to A.
I had those phones. I had a Razor. I had to press A and B 3 times.
Yeah, well,
Oh, okay.
I'm only
'Cause we feel
32.
ancient. Yeah, I know you're so young.
I mean, because like if someone's not going to let me look through their phone, there's probably like a lie somewhere in there.
Well, and then on the flip side, I have a friend that goes, okay, look through it, and then you're going to get your answer.
Yeah.
And then what?
Oh.
But I'm not saying it's me, but I would think like, I validated. That's what,
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess do what you want others to do. I wouldn't want anybody looking through it. Not that I have anything to hide, but it's just like,
I mean, I don't even let my nephews look through my phone.
why?
That's just because I don't want them on it.
Well, you're still a swinging single. I don't think I would.
But I'm not doing anything. I'm not out there, on Grindr or Tinder or Bumble.
Not that there's anything wrong
Okay,
with
I
it.
actually am on Grindr, but I don't do anything. I am on one of them, but I don't do anything.
Okay. Not that there's anything wrong
Your
with it.
privacy, right? That's what that's about.
I don't know. It's just something about like my nephew's going on my phone.
Yeah.
I mean,
they don't belong on it.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, my niece is the same way, but she's a teenager. I mean, is X like really protective over his phone?
No.
The kids
not.
really, well, my kids are like.
Well, because they're older.
I think.
yeah.
I wonder if it's because they're older.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, eventually he will be. And
He'll be like,
when he
no.
hears this podcast, he's gonna be like, I'm gonna freaking hide my phone from my mom.
Put a lockbox. But if going back to lying, I had a friend that would lie even if they had fish for dinner. They'd say they had chicken.
Huh?
That is like
Why?
a sickness. It's a sickness.
Why?
And that's not even like that's a white lie.
I know,
why
but it's like
why?
getting a joy out of it. I think. I don't know what else to describe it.
Why the hell would she lie about that?
Right?
Maybe she was confused.
Maybe she thought it was.
Maybe she.
Oh, it could be like Jessica Simpson, the fish of the sea.
This is the chicken of the sea.
I might have read that wrong.
Oh my god.
Wait.
That's right.
No, but stupid. I'm wearing a white shirt. And if I'm not there, it's red. Like, it's stupid.
No,
But there's a sickness, and there was stuff
there's
back in the
psychosis
day,
in
too.
that. It's not stupid. It's
know.
I'm
She needs some mental
scared. I'm
help.
scared.
Scared.
A little help needed.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
So that's scary. That's a big red flag. Boom, boom, boom in your face.
Yeah.
Is there a time where you ignored a red flag?
Oh God.
I mean, besides Thug Life.
Well, yes, in friendships.
Because you're given the benefit of the doubt.
And it is, it's not been good.
Yeah.
But again, going back to the beginning, what we were saying, you want everybody to be in harmony, and but you also realize that you're working shit out from childhood, trying to make everybody at peace. That's another segment.
And the
okay?
Libra balance.
Yeah, the Libra balance. Yeah, but yes, in friendships, I have ignored red flags. A lot of them.
And are you still friends with those people?
No, maybe one.
Okay, but that's huge.
And that is
you
huge.
feel
That's a big-
good about that.
Maybe one. Yes. I actually, because we've had adult conversations. We've sat there and had conversations. And
Yeah.
we both have boundaries now.
Good.
But we are still friends.
Okay.
I like that.
That's respectable.
Yeah.
You guys all had it. What about you?
Yeah. I feel like I've definitely, especially it's where you are mentally in life, right? And what age you're at. I'm sorry, but in your 30s, I think I was people pleasing.
Yeah.
My 40s, I was people. I mean, when I came out of the birth canal, I was people pleasing. Am I cute? Do you guys love me?
See, I'm only people pleasing to the people that I like. Like you guys, I'm a people pleaser.
Yeah.
Nat, the
Right.
people that I like,
Yeah.
I'm people pleasing.
Yeah.
But everybody else who I'm not friends with, like, no, I don't need to people please you.
Wow, I wish I could be like that. And I think as I'm getting older, it's sinking in, But I think it's also somebody's personality. I feel like I'm always putting others first. My brother and I are the exact same way. Always. I mean, typical story. If you're in Home Depot or TJ Maxx, wherever you are, and you're in an aisle, I move out of the way for the person coming towards me. Like, even
Yeah.
if I'm looking at something, right? Where my husband, he'll just keep looking at it. He doesn't even acknowledge, right? And I think, why can't I be that way? I probably wouldn't have high blood pressure,
Well, Jeff is also 7 feet tall, so
Sure.
maybe he doesn't see the
Who's
little
going to mess
people.
with him?
right?
Who's going to mess
No,
with
he
him?
doesn't see the little people.
Well, yeah, that's
But,
true.
I mean, and then I have another friend who will, if she's dropping her kids off, she'll park in the red zone. She'll get out, talk to people. I would have diarrhea. I can't park in the red zone. Like, I can't do this, right? I just put everybody first. I do, and that's just something I'm working on. Because I don't want to be rude. I want to, I want to be that person. There's not many people out there like
Right.
that. Someone did tell me, don't ever change. There's not many of you out there.
Here's the one thing I will say, though, about friendships and being a people pleaser. You will get burned by the red flags that you don't pay attention to, for
100%.
sure. You're going to get burned, whether you can work it out with them or not. It's to be seen, right?
Right.
But people who are meant to be in your life will rise to the occasion and rally around you. I have learned that in the last couple years, that who is meant to be and who really is the people that mirror you and the people who want the same things out of relationships with friends, they will be in your corner. Regardless. Yes. Regardless.
Retweet. 100%.
Yeah.
I agree.
For sure. So it's sometimes worth going through it, not all of it.
Right.
But you will stand strong one day with the people who are in your corner.
Right. And then you weed out those others.
And then, they just end up.
Yeah.
I think they take care of themselves.
They do.
They do.
The trash takes out themselves?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I like that.
Take out the trash.
Take out the trash. Take it out yourself.
Yeah.
So spotting green flags.
Oh.
What are some positive signs that indicate a healthy relationship or friendship? So mutual respect, open communication, support.
Yeah. Support.
So I'm going to go to our friendship.
Okay.
Okay.
I love it. It's all
need
pink and rainbows and beautiful. Our diamonds and sparkly. Our friendship.
30 years of friendship has been sparkly. Like, especially because I'm a person who spends a lot on, people and what they think of me sometimes, or in the past. Not as much anymore.
Right.
But.
Yeah, you hear that, people?
Yeah.
She's not thinking about you bitches.
Get wrecked.
Exactly. Get wrecked. From day one, you have always been truthful with me. You've always told me the truth, whether I'm being out of control or like, hey, thug life may not be the right person for you. Okay. Even though I didn't listen, it doesn't matter. Like, you're not going to tell me the truth, no matter how it's going to hurt me. You've always been that way. So
vice versa.
Using that, we've always been truthful. So using that as an example, the people who tell you what's in your best interests and not what's going to preserve them as a friend for you, or someone who's afraid to tell the truth to you, those are not green flags for me.
No.
Tell me the truth, and then I know you will always have my back.
Yes. Nope. That's for sure, and that's why 28 years going strong.
Seriously.
You know?
I mean, and like you said, we've been through so many things in our lives together.
Yeah.
Different friendships, right? Like I said, all of that stuff. And no matter what, our friendship has always been solid because we always have each other's back, whether it's good, bad, or a tough situation where you got to tell the other person you're acting like an asshole.
Right. Yeah. And that's hard to come by. And when you have it, you nest it, take care of it, nurture it.
Yep.
Because not many people have that. And I'm so grateful for that.
Yeah, same.
See, I respect this relationship. And I wish I had a long-lasting relationship like this, a friendship.
Well, guess what? You're not getting rid of us.
Well, no, but
You're in
this
the
is
zone.
going to be one.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
Like, I don't have friends from elementary school. I don't have friends from middle school. I don't have friends from high school. Because I went to high school in Georgia, so I'm not going to talk to any of them anymore.
Right.
And then I don't talk to all the ones that I went through middle school and elementary school with. They're all dead or junkies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I went to school in high school or
why.
in LA.
Oh, yeah. That's
So
hard.
it was like they're all junkies. I remember my neighbor I used to have. We loved his grandma. Me and him were like best friends. And then he got into drugs, and she died, and he died. All from the drugs.
Oh, that's so sad.
But I don't have any of those friends anymore.
Right.
Well, Kristen's probably going to bring him with her because she talks to the spirit world.
I do. And let me tell you.
She's like, well, he's here right now.
I know. Johnny.
Wait, hold on. I'm getting
something.
I have to shout out too. I went to, and everybody laughs at the names, Comswag Senior High, class of
Wait,
92. I know, Comswag. Everyone's like, but we were the Warriors, and we've lost so many people. So many. And I just found out about another man that died, and it's so hard. Our class is gone. And that's why it's like,
Jesus,
life's
we're
too
not
short.
even in our 70s. What's
I
happening?
know, and this has been
What
going
is
on for
happening?
years. That's why I can't go on the social media. Every time I do, someone's dead.
Yeah, it's scary.
Life's too short. So follow those red flags. Really listen to your instincts, your body, your vibes, because you don't need 5,000 friends. It would be nice, but quality friendships. That's all that matters. And if you have it, stick with it and be grateful for it.
I mean, like you said, quality over quantity.
Yes.
I agree.
It's huge.
I agree.
Yeah.
So let's talk about walking away. Like, when is it safe to walk away from a relationship? All right. So let's talk about the importance of recognizing when to distance yourself from a relationship.
We talking friendships or are we talking
Either one, whatever you want to talk about. Because I feel
think
like a
when you're-
relationship is still a friendship. Like we have a relationship.
right?
Right.
We don't have
so
a friendship. We have a relationship. I mean, friendships to me is like if like a mutual thing. Like I see you every other day. I see you kind of walking the street. Like that's a mutual friendship.
Okay.
But we've been friends for so long. We've gone into a relationship.
Okay.
It's not like sexual, but it's emotional.
Well, I don't play for your team.
Footsie under there.
but it's emotional. It's an emotional relationship.
Oh yeah, like I love you. It's disgusting. I feel like sometimes I'm like I love you. I love you. Just like my kids. I love you. Like so many times. I love you so much. Text me when you get home. I love you.
I do have to just tell you guys this. At the game the other night, I was like, "Hey, Brandon," and he's like, "What?"
Oh my god!
And then he turns around and goes, "Oh, I thought it was Maya."
But it was like I thought it was you to tell me something, and I was like, "What?"
And that cracked me up, and I'm like, "Oh God, they love each other," because he's just like,
He's like whatever. Yeah.
and then he was like, "Oh no, it's like I'm sorry." It was so funny. Anyway,
I have 10-second Tom. Ask me the question again. Wait, when is it good to walk away?
Yeah, talk about the importance of recognizing when to distance yourself from relationships or friendships that feel wrong.
I'll take this lead, and I spoke about this person earlier. I always held on to the fact we were friends for so long, and that's why I'm friends, right? But after a while, I felt disrespected from the lying.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm giving you my all, telling you everything about my life, and you're lying to me about stuff.
Right.
That's when I just thought, even if it's a sickness on their part, I thought, I got to walk away, and I distanced myself. It took a lot for me, but distanced myself, didn't text her anymore, and that's just where it's at now. We reach out here and there. If someone dies in our grade, I say, hey, this one's gone, but other than that, there's no
Hey,
no
this one's gone.
relationship.
Hey, this one bit the dust
Number,
again.
number
Another one bit
54 is
the-
gone. Number
It's so
67, you're gone.
sad.
It's gone.
I 67. We're playing bingo here.
Yeah. Totally.
But nobody's a winner. I still feel the need to reach out to tell her these things, which is weird on my part, but I definitely have distanced myself. And that's what it was, just not getting something. And not that you should get something out of a friendship, but when you hang up or text or walk away from somebody, you should feel good after
Right.
that occurrence. And if you walk away feeling, ugh, skavats, I can't.
Skavats.
I got the skavats.
Yeah.
Then it's no longer.
Right.
And again, life's too short. Why am I going to spend my time with that person? I took away from my children, this and that, to spend time, and you're lying to me?
Yeah, and I think too there's a real grief that comes with like friendships that you love so much because they were such a special part of your life and a special time in your life, right?
Yeah.
That's been a little bit of a struggle for me because these people have played just monumentous, roles in my life for so long, but the energy is not being matched
That's
by the friendships, but
Yes.
by the way I would like to treat my friends.
Right.
Right.
It's not being matched. So how do you tell yourself it's okay to let go when you've had these beautiful relationships with these people, but they're not something, they're done. They're not really reciprocating.
Right.
Right. And I think there's a real grief that comes with that because I've had gone through that the last, I want to say, couple years with people who I've just wanted to like have that moment with them again still, but they're not matching it. And yes, I work this out in therapy, but
That's awesome.
Up the street.
Fabulous. Up the street.
shout out Melanie. But yeah. So the
Yeah.
grief that comes with that is really hard. And once you accept that there is going to be grief, because it's hard to cut people out unless they've wronged you.
Oh, yeah.
Unless they've wronged you
True.
or your family.
And if you've been wronged and you have other friends and they don't have your back on that,
Yeah.
look into those friendships.
They're getting axed.
That's a tough one. But okay, I have another perspective on that. If they should have your back. But what if they're like caught in the middle of it, right? How do you still support that friend to support you? You know what I mean? Like how do you do that, right?
right.
And it all ends up coming out in the wash.
It does.
It ends up coming
True.
out and
Yep.
you're going to be
Very
okay. But I don't ever want to be that person who's like, oh, I think it's the individual. Now
Okay.
that we're talking about it,
Yeah.
it depends on the person
Okay.
who you can trust
Right.
by personal experience.
Yes. For sure. For sure.
See, I had a friend that we started the podcast together.
Ooh.
When I first started doing podcasts, me and him were going to do it.
Okay.
And I won't say his name because he'll probably listen to it, but I don't care because I don't care. I think he's dead to me. To me, he's dead.
Yeah.
Even though he still works there. But we were friends for the longest time, like best friends. Oh. And just a side note, when you work at Disney, they're not like your life friends. These are like your work friends. So did I think we were going to be life friends? Yes, but we ended up not being life friends.
Yeah.
But we had the podcast together. Everything ended. And it just got really bad. I don't think I've ever told you this. I was going to move to North Carolina to be with, well, not be with someone. I had a crush on someone who I met playing a video game.
Ooh.
His name was Joseph.
Oh. He's not the bus driver, was he?
No. Unless he moved to North Carolina. But I had a crush on this guy, and I don't know why. I think it was his voice that got me. But I was going to move to North Carolina, and I thought, well, maybe it's a change. I can move to North Carolina. I was looking at apartments. We were going to move. I was going to move. I found an apartment. I found a job. I was working at Planet Fitness. I was still working at the school and Planet Fitness, and I was going to move to North Carolina for this guy, like just to try. And I was supposed to marry my friend's sister because I'm an ordained minister.
Oh, wait. Gosh, wait.
Okay.
You lost me for a second.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Okay, go. You were the...
So I was going to move to North Carolina.
Yeah.
Right.
And so in the meantime, I was supposed to marry my friend's sister. His sister and her fiance broke up. Like called me, said the wedding was off.
Wow.
Because she had cheated on him and he cheated on her.
Ooh, red flag.
Like right
red flag.
before?
Like right before, like weeks before the wedding.
They were panicking.
And so
Good thing they broke it up.
Yeah.
No, 24 hours later,
No.
they get back together.
No.
Yes. She calls me and she's like, the wedding's back on. Can you still marry us?
Oh my goodness.
And I said, listen, I'm not religious,
Yeah.
but I don't believe in this marriage.
Yeah,
so
that's
no,
so
I'm
you.
not going to do
That's
it.
so
This
you. I
is
admire that about
amazing.
you.
I
He's
would
ama-
never.
He's amazing.
That is
That's his
amazing.
thing.
It's just, I'm not religious. So, but to
Wow.
me, that's wrong. I'm not
Yes.
going to let you guys marry
not
each other. And you
condoning
guys
it,
just
yeah.
cheated on each other.
Wow, I love that.
So I told him no. This got back to the brother, my friend.
Right.
They called me a hypocrite because I was going to move to North Carolina. And I was like, that's not what that means. That's
No.
not the definition of hypocrite.
I know.
They called me a loser. They called me a liar.
They were messed up on
And I
there.
around
said, all right,
still.
well,
We're
go
flying
fuck
over there.
yourself.
Yeah.
I would
Good
but they
for
still
you.
work at Disney.
Oh.
And I was like, well, look at where you work. I was like, look at you now.
Yes.
But I
Karma.
walked away from that and I cut them all off.
That's huge.
And I didn't
at
do
your
anything,
age.
though. I didn't do
So
anything. They
young.
blocked me, everything.
They blocked you?
Yeah.
And
They
you didn't
did
do anything.
you a favor.
Yeah,
All
truly.
And you did yourself a
all you
favor
said
by-
was that I don't believe in
Yeah.
you guys having extracurricular before marriage.
Exactly.
And then they
his-
blocked you.
I mean,
his
each other.
brother
like,
blocked me. So the friend that I was
Yeah.
best friends with blocked me
oh.
because I
He didn't
called him
want-
out
okay,
on it.
Okay. Okay. I see
Even
what
though
you're
this guy cheated 5 times on his girlfriend.
Damn.
And we found out in Vegas, but you know.
Well, that is sad for them.
different.
Sad for them, you know?
But this is, I think, the Disney part of it is just they're your work friends. These aren't your life friends, and they're just gross people.
Okay, but
And I walked
I know,
away.
but we're
right.
we
we were work friends.
and
but
their
you guys
family.
turned into
Yeah.
like
Okay. Now we're family. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. That's true. Angie's a work friend. We all. And now we're family.
See,
Yeah.
but I've never had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess Natalie, because me and her,
You guys
Oh,
met at work.
absolutely.
Yeah,
And now
we're
you're
family. We're family.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
so my
you
one
have had
work
that.
friend. My
You
one-
have that.
Well, I guess the other two too, but like Natalie is like that one work friend.
Yeah.
I never even thought about that.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Kathy, you love Kathy.
Yeah. I
Oh,
never
see,
even
you're in
thought
the
about
zone
this.
of I don't have this, but
No,
you
yeah.
do have it.
And I don't think about
You've
it.
had it all along.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm in my therapy session.
Yeah. Here we go.
But I admire you for doing that.
I know.
feel like I would have just went with the flow. Like I
know.
don't want to piss people off.
Oh my God, I know.
And you
Yes.
did for you.
Well, I couldn't. Like, that's just weird to me. Like, you both just cheated on each other.
Yeah.
Like, with
I
the
can't
lawyer
marry
that you were
that, yeah.
working for. That's kind of weird.
God. Wow.
Santa Ana for you.
Yeah. Uh-oh. They're coming for you, Brandon.
Okay, so when you end a friendship, and you were talking about the grief of ending a friendship.
Yeah.
How long does it take you to get over that friendship?
Ooh, I think it's also with boyfriend, girlfriend. It always said, however long you're in that relationship, it takes half the time. So if it was 6 years, it's going to take you 3 years to get over it. And I believe that. Because like I said, I'm over it, but I'll still reach out and say, hey, this happened. So am I over it? You know what I mean? I think,
you're still
it's
actively-
they're going to know who they are when I say it, but it's like, it's another 40-year relationship. So
Right.
it's going to take me 20. I'm going to be well into my thousands by the time I'm over it. So I think it's hard, but that's passion for you. I
Right.
feel like when I'm in, I'm all in.
Yeah.
And I love this
Same.
person.
Same.
Right?
I think the three of us are the same.
Yeah.
We're all in.
Right.
Well, and I think the hurt too, it depends on the hurt. Because when you're in, you're all in and you're not like realizing that this could go wrong. You're all in. So when it happens, it takes you back. And I think that there's grief in that. There's grief with having to distance yourself. There's grief with the things that happen in the process of distancing yourself. It could take forever.
Yeah.
It just really depends on the magnitude, I feel, of that relationship.
Right.
You know, honestly, I'm going to say something personal here. My first engagement, quasi-engagement, that's not the right word.
Yes.
My layaway ring engagement. Sorry. No offense.
Layaway.
But my ring was on layaway. We were together for 6 years. I loved his family. They used to love me. They don't love me anymore. I'm a
Keyword use.
used to love me, even though I'm not sure what I did wrong. But, you know, I feel like I grieved while I was in it. And so then when I got out of it, it looked like I didn't care.
Right.
Because then Thug Life came along. But,
Hashtag thug life.
yeah. So I think it's situational. It depends on how long and, you know, how long the relationship was, what the magnitude was of the situation.
Yeah.
It could take a while.
And I also believe for women, if you're going to end a relationship, it's not like tomorrow you just decide you're ending it. You've
Right.
been ending it for a long time. So by the time it does end, you grieved it already.
Yeah.
You've prepared for this moment.
Yeah. You're ready.
You're ready. It's done.
And you're like, and then they're like, what?
And they're shocked.
You're like, why?
Like, wait, what? I was like,
I mean, I told you to move out. Yeah. I don't know what's. I don't know.
I mean,
I thought
you
you
had
were just
red
talking about
flags
today.
everywhere, guys. Yeah, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Are there tips for listeners on trusting people's vibes? Are there any tips you can give someone?
Well, I mean, I think going back to just like your body's not going to lie to you. Your body's not going to lie when you're sick, when you're overwhelmed, when that person has bad energy, right? Like call it spiritual, call it whatever. I mean, it's a thing, right? Like if you get tense when you're around somebody, it's because that person's not the right person to be around, regardless. That's kind of like my tip. Trust your body.
Like, be in that moment. Say to yourself, how am I feeling? Are my teeth clenched?
Yeah.
Are my fists closed? You know, you could read someone if their arms are crossed.
Yeah.
There'd be stuff that I would have to walk into that I knew I didn't want to do, and I'm already,
Yeah, you're already
you know?
uptight.
So, reading those signs for sure. But people have to be in the moment, be present.
Yeah.
A lot of people are thinking about their past, thinking about the future. Just be in this moment right now. How do you feel? Trust your feelings.
Yeah, I agree.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like you do that though.
What?
You trust you trust.
I always do.
That's fabulous.
That's what I'm telling you. You need to look into this.
I
psychic
always
thing.
trust my vibe. I mean, there's just
But you have come to me a couple times about things. I'm like, how did he know that?
That's interesting. That's something you have to keep
I'm like,
growing.
are you psychic?
Yeah, that's cool.
I think it's just those people are just so you can read them like a book.
No, not everybody,
everybody
can do
can read
that.
like a book,
This
though.
is something very special that you have, and
I thought it was
No.
just like maybe a Libra thing.
Well,
Or like certain people.
yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like
you have it too. So I get
I can
that.
read people like a book. I can read them like a
Yeah.
book. But I don't know, like, I get confused. Is it because I was trained by sales so much? I
No,
mean,
you're born with this.
yeah, I can read people like a book. And you can too, because I'm very
What's
surprised.
wild
some
is
of-
because I don't have that. Like, I didn't have that many friends growing up because I was kind of like alone. Like, not I wouldn't say loner, but I didn't like people.
Because you
So-
read them and you're like, nope.
And
next,
exactly,
next. Yeah.
like high school, I was probably like maybe 3 friends, but I was a bully, so no one really. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I was sent to the principal's office for being
Are
a bully.
you serious?
Yeah, I called. There were.
Oh God,
can't even
not
picture
the
it.
bully topic.
In
Here we
high
go.
school, I used to carry a Coach purse, and this girl thought she was like, "Oh, that's fake," and I was like, "You're ugly and you're short." I was like, "You carry a fake Coach purse." I was like, "And you're ugly and you're in drama class." And she got mad. She went to
Wait,
the principal.
I thought you said you carried the Coach purse.
I did, but she was carrying a fake one.
Oh,
and I
okay.
was carrying the
Well,
one my
then,
mom had.
Well, I don't know.
And you hit her where she's short. She can't do nothing about
Yeah.
that. And she's ugly. I mean, she could change that, but
Oh my God, we're gonna have to have a whole other session on being the fat girl. Elementary, because
Well, she
that's
wasn't,
me.
but she wasn't fat.
No, I'm saying
But I
we're
was like,
triggering.
She's
Triggering.
ugly. I was just like, get out of my life. And then I had to get sent to the principal's office. He's like, are you bullying her? And I was like, no.
And then 30 minutes ago, he's like, I don't have friends from high school.
Yeah,
I was like, I wonder why they're.
Because I bullied them all.
Truth teller.
Well, because I was just, I don't know. People were weird in high school.
You didn't have time for it, and
No.
I love that. And
I
this
remember
is what's going to be.
we
now.
were sitting in the commerce area. Commerce area? I don't know. We were sitting like in the hallway.
Yeah.
And this girl came up, and I was sitting next to a friend at the time, and she spit in her face. The girl spit in my friend's face.
Oh my god!
So what'd you do?
And so we're sitting there, and I'm looking at this whole situation. The girl leaves, and I look over, and I'm like, "You're not going to get up and ruin this girl's life right now."
Yeah, right.
And she's like, "No."
Why didn't she do it?
And I said, "You better get your fucking ass off this floor and beat her until she can't breathe anymore."
Yeah.
And what'd she say?
She was like, "Okay."
And
so
then she did
she
it.
got up and beat her.
Because someone needed to be her like person, like
Advocate for her.
advocate.
Yeah.
She
Exactly.
didn't- Yeah.
And I was like, "You're not going to allow that woman to spit in your face and get away with it."
And I
no.
wonder
And
if
this is high
she's
school.
lived her life now, not letting people walk on her.
But I wonder if she remembers you for
Yeah.
that.
I
don't know. I don't even remember her
bet you
first name.
She does, like,
I don't even remember.
because
Well, you
have those-
changed her life
yes,
right then
that
and
was
there.
pivotal for her.
Because I was like, "You're not going to allow that. I would do
Yeah.
that for anybody. Like, you're not going to allow someone to do that to you and
Yeah.
let them get away with it."
Yeah. Well,
Ever.
let me tell you something. I know I'm a real housewife in your eyes, but if someone's freaking throwing a napkin at me at a table
that's-
in my face,
I mean,
Yeah.
you know what?
sorry, Tamara.
I
Oh, I know. Tamara really.
Bye,
would be
girl.
in the ocean.
Bye.
That was horrible.
So I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I'm getting kicked off the show because you're
think
not
it would
yelling
work.
at
It would
me
work.
like that and throwing a napkin in
But
my
it
face.
would bring so
Yeah.
much ratings, and he would love you. Bravo would love you. So if Bravo is
Well,
listening,
she'd be the one throwing the napkin. Now. Let's be real.
listen. If Bravo is listening, Maya's ready for an audition,
Yes.
and we can just be the friends of me. and
Yes.
Kristin.
Oh, I would love it.
Friends
Yes.
of.
Yes.
So shout Andy if you're listening.
I love you though, Andy.
Yeah.
I
woo.
do.
I mean, maybe I'll send this to Emily.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No, she's not nice anymore.
Shout out to Emily. Oh, see, this is the perfect
Oh, see.
feud.
It's funny too because I watch the show and I agree with a lot that she says sometimes, because she's just like, well, she's not thinking right, and this is what she's doing.
I was thinking the same thing,
Right?
Because even though Maya doesn't like her,
Yeah.
she's like the comedic relief right now, and
Totally.
she's giving. I'm like, wait a minute, she's really telling good things about Alexis. Like Alexis is stupid.
Wait, who is? Oh,
Emily.
Emily.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I think I'm like, oh fuck, Maya hates her, so I have to hate her.
I know. Well,
But I'm like, hey,
this
your
is where-
comedic relief is good for me.
Yeah.
Hate's a strong word. Sorry, Emily.
Yeah. Dislike. Dislike.
No,
Sorry,
no,
you-
that's well, that goes
That'll
into
be
other
another
things.
time.
Yes.
Oh my god. That's funny. All right, so I want to do a segment called "Am I the Asshole?" So this is where I get people to either write into the show, or I find stuff on Reddit. People write in their stories, and they want to know if they're the asshole in this situation.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'm going to read you their story that they printed, and then we're going to go around and see if they're the asshole in your eyes.
Okay.
Okay. So it says, I am a male 28 and I recently broke up with my girlfriend of 6 years. When we started dating, her daughter was 3 years old and now she's 9. Over the years, I got close to her daughter and treated her just like my own. Though I was never legally her father, never adopted her. I took her to school, spent time with her, and even helped her out financially for things like clothes, school supplies, and some activities. But now that we've broken up, I've decided that I don't want to be involved in their lives anymore, especially when it comes to the financial support. My ex reached out a few weeks ago asking if I could still help with her daughter's expenses because her father is not in the picture. She claimed that I was the closest thing to her daughter ever had to a father and that it's not fair for me to abandon her completely after being in her life for so long. I told her that while I care for her daughter, I have no legal obligation to support her, especially now that we're no longer together. She's been calling me heartless, accusing me of leaving her daughter in the lurch after years of acting like a father. Some people said I should continue helping out, at least for the child's sake, because I built such a strong bond with her. But I feel like that isn't my responsibility anymore, and I don't want to be tied to my ex in any way and paying for a child that isn't mine. So, am I the asshole for refusing to pay child support or take care of my ex-girlfriend's daughter after we broke up? Am I the asshole?
He is not the asshole.
Not the
He's
asshole?
not the asshole.
I don't don't believe he's the asshole. I feel like the mom's the asshole.
She's the asshole. She's manipulative.
He should not pay, but if he built this bond with this girl, it is a little bit asshole to not for financial, but just be there mentally, unless he just wants a break. But that's hard.
How old is the girl again?
She's 9 now.
She's not. She was when they first met. Oh my God, where did my cue card go? Her daughter was 3 when they started dating, and now she was 9
now.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're never getting back together, it sounds like.
Not at all.
And he needs to do that child a favor and not raise her in a situation that I think is unhealthy. Like the mom needs to go find somebody else and have a little family unit with it. Like move on.
Right.
This is a kid that we're talking about.
Right.
True.
I think he's doing the right thing, and it seems like it's more about money.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it seems like.
On the mom's end. So that's why I'm
part.
saying she's the asshole.
She's
but
the
I do
asshole.
feel bad that he's like, we have this strong bond and now he's got, but that's the situation.
But his
I guess
heart's
you
not
get
in
into.
it. His heart's not in it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So why scar that poor kid? And
Any
listen,
longer,
I have personal experience with this. Not me as much,
Right,
but in my family.
Yeah.
Right.
Where it's been using the kids to keep the relationship.
I hate when people in divorces,
That's
and this is why I
manipulative.
always say when I have kids, I want to be a single father.
Yeah.
Because I don't want the divorce, the breakup. I don't want anything to harbor raising my child.
No
I
one
know.
telling you
Divorce
how
is
it
not
goes.
fun.
Right.
I've seen
It's not fun.
from personal experience
Right.
currently.
Right. I know. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Things are wild.
Yeah. So the mom's the asshole.
The mom's the asshole.
The mom's the asshole 100%.
100%.
Okay, 100%.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for the next one?
Yes. We are ready.
All right. So I was at home, just got out of the shower in jammies, ready for bed. My husband had been out drinking with his friends. He calls me really drunk, and he said, I need you to come get me. But she didn't answer, and she went to sleep. 4 minutes later, there's a banging on the door. Open the door, open the door, open the door. I swiftly ran to open the front door. He says, I crashed into the house. Come see. I was speechless and said nothing. I grabbed my slippers and coat to follow him. It was dark. The next thing that happened was a very strong person grabbed both of my arms, put me behind my back, and cuffed me and put me into the car.
Oh.
I was placed on the back seat for over an hour. Cops kept asking me the same questions. Finally, one cop says, your husband is saying you were driving and you crashed into the house. I smell liquor on him and not you. I don't think you were even here. He's dressed up, ready to go out, and you're dressed, ready for bed. The end result was my husband got a DUI. So am I the asshole for not taking the fall? He's still furious with me for not saying it was him. He says it would make more financial sense if I took the fall so we wouldn't have to get hit with a $10,000 price tag of a DUI. It's making me feel like I'm crazy. Please help me.
Oh my God, he is the asshole.
Oh, she's the asshole for not getting a divorce. Like,
I think they both are the
Yeah,
asshole.
like,
Why
right.
are you? This
Why
is
are
a
you
red
still with
flag.
this man?
Divorce.
This is a fucking red
Divorce.
flag.
That red flag went right through your
Bye.
house.
You're really writing this? Right. Like, I would be already on the beach single.
supporting him. Like, are you
seriously?
kidding me?
That's
Yes,
yeah.
you're the asshole.
You're an asshole.
Asshole 1,000%.
1,000%.
God.
Not even
Your-
100.
Your
Kristen
husband's
says.
a fuck to even have to put you in that position.
I know.
I couldn't even imagine. we'd be done.
Sounds like someone needs to go to AA too. Like, this is some shit.
Oh my God.
This
Yeah,
is
she
some
probably
shit.
was like, I'm not picking up your sorry ass after you asked me a million times.
Yeah.
It probably has happened many times.
Yeah.
Oh,
Crashed
wow.
into a
That's
house.
a good one. See, this
And then
makes
to
me feel
ask
better
the-
about my relationships. Sorry, people.
But that's wild to like
Wow.
call your wife and be like, hey, can you take the fall for me?
Yeah, okay. Jeez.
I'm speechless. Divorce. She needs to
Divorce.
get divorced. I hope they
I
don't
don't
have
know
both
what
are
kids.
state
assholes.
it was in. Is it Florida?
If you like that segment, Am I the Asshole? Well, then I have a segment for you. It's called Ask KoKo. You can write into us if you want to know if you're the asshole in your situation, or if it's any situation where you want to know and you want us to be the judge, then write in. Email me at askkoko@KoKoUnfiltered.com. And your story can be on the next episode of KoKo Unfiltered. That's askkoko@KoKoUnfiltered.com. Could you imagine if it was like OC?
Yeah.
Well,
You're like, oh, Elisa
we do
Viejo.
know that Shannon crashed her
Shannon
house.
is-
Shannon storms Bador.
Crashed her car.
Oh my
into
God,
us.
was this her?
I know. we love you, Shannon Storms.
do love
DeBoer.
her.
We do.
We do
DeBoer?
love her.
What? Shannon's
Shannon
yeah.
storms
Bador.
Bador.
Bador, thank you.
DeBoer. Oh,
Yeah.
oh
She's
my
been
God.
going through the ringer, man.
Ringer.
I know. Have you seen the recent episode?
Yeah.
Wait,
have not.
Friday's
Oh,
one?
okay.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen it. Wait, which one?
Yeah.
The Fridays one?
I don't know when it's on, but the
It's not
latest
the one
that
where
aired.
they were.
They went to
They were
London.
London.
Alexis kicked-
Wait, we need to talk about that.
Kindly leave. Kindly leave.
Where she got up,
She's so
didn't
dramatic.
even say anything, and just opened the door.
Do you hear her Ohio accent now come out this
Sometimes,
year?
yeah.
Like I've never heard it before, and all of a sudden she's got this.
Is she from Ohio?
That's what. Yeah, I heard that she's from Ohio.
Really?
She's got some accent. all of a
No,
sudden.
isn't Emily from Ohio?
I think that don't they share that? Well, Emily is from Ohio. We got to look that
Well,
up. Where's
yeah.
she from?
Yeah.
Where is she from?
I know Alexis is a wackadoo, but I'll tell my
accent.
Alexis story.
Okay.
Oh, we love.
Oh, yeah, you
Let's
have.
go.
I told you about my story
Oh,
about
the
her.
one in the mail.
No, that was Emily. That's why I was like, okay,
No, wait.
she doesn't want to be friends.
Doesn't she go to the gym or something?
She did go to Orange Theory, yes, but this
Okay.
was in it.
Okay.
So we were in Pete's Coffee. And
that one.
Yeah, Little Dark. We were going to take my mom off life support.
Missouri. Okay.
Show Missouri. Okay, yeah. So
was close.
we were in line and we were going to take my mom off life support, and I was with my sister and my niece.
Mm.
And so we were getting in line at Pete's, and I was trying to explain to them what was going to happen. And she was in front of us, and I had no idea. And I would always see her at Orange Theory and all
You
that
did,
stuff, right?
yeah.
And so she turned around and she looked at me and she said, I know this is like, but when you're in this kind of like haze, when you're, this crisis, she's grabbed my hand. She's like, please, please, please go ahead of me. Please.
Oh.
And so me and the three girls went ahead of her. I know, but like, I know it's not like major.
That is major.
But in the time, it
in
was
the
major.
time.
Yeah.
And I know she's a wackadoo,
Yeah.
as Emily calls her.
Yeah.
But it was just kind the way
Right.
what she did in that
Very
moment.
kind.
You know what I mean?
if Vicky was in front of you, she'd be like,
Should have been
She'd be
like, it's okay.
Yeah,
She's like,
you're
do you have
fine.
life
My
insurance?
mom's dead. She'd be like, my mom's dead too. You want to hear about me?
She's
Real OG of the OC.
No, she would be like, do you have life insurance?
Oh, you're right.
Do you want me to sell you some life insurance?
yes, that's exactly what she said.
Yeah.
Wait, don't take her off yet. Let me just sell you some life insurance first.
Hold on.
No, hold on. Hold
Come
that
to Kodo.
thought.
Come to Kodo.
That's exactly what would happen.
Yes.
That's totally what would happen.
Oh my God. Wow.
So anyways, that's my...
that is a very nice
so
story.
I try
very
not to
nice.
like... I don't know.
I
don't know these people. I just like...
I feel like we
put it
do, though.
together.
Yeah.
Bravo put this together, the situation. I mean, come
Oh,
on.
1,000%.
But she kicked them out of the house like a wackadoo.
No,
like,
did you
she
see that?
did
bizarre.
That wasn't
was
even
so
like
weird.
a kick out. That was so awkward.
Oh my God.
She didn't even say anything.
No,
she
she
just
just
opened the door. Yeah.
I've only been kicked out of a house one time.
No, we were kicked out too.
Where? Oh, that you guys were kicked out too?
No,
You were kicked
remember
out?
at Steve's house.
Oh shit, we were kicked out of
We
Steve's
were
house that
like the
one
lights
time.
went off on us.
It was
and-
New Year's. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
The wife was like, they were in the middle of getting a divorce. We
Yeah.
didn't really know. So they're like, Happy New Year. Da-da-da. Lights out. Freaking Mike.
Oh my God.
Like the ex crashes into the freaking curio cabinet 'cause we're like wasted. Like, oh my God. And so what we did, we freaking dirtied all her forks and put them back in the drawer.
We're cutting that out.
No, we're not cutting that out.
Oh God.
We're not.
See, now she's on a roll. She's like, we're not cutting any of
We're not
that.
cutting that out.
No, that's okay.
I just feel bad because I
Oh.
don't want, like, I feel bad that Emily.
No, I
Don't feel
know.
bad. Are you ever going to see her again?
I don't know. Probably not.
What's weird is that you live in the same.
Yeah, like how close is she?
Well, we used
She's
to see
really
her-
close.
we used to see her
She's
all the
really
time.
close because I've
She's Bear Brand.
Okay, stalker. I've looked up her
okay.
address because her
Yeah.
address is
Oh,
public knowledge.
stalker.
yeah.
But I was just like, she lives like not even 3 miles from you, less than that.
I used to see her all the time. And again, our kids had crushes on each other. It was super cute.
Aw.
But-
and I like when she wants to eat. Like she's gonna eat something. These
Yeah.
other girls don't eat anything.
Well, it's funny she was nicer to me when I acknowledged that she was becoming a housewife. And I was like, hey, if you need any backup,
because
I'm
I think
your
her
girl.
fame was taking over already.
Because she never really talked to me that much at school except for, I don't know, she was hard to approach. And you know what? Maybe it's because she had insecurity. So here I go with
Maybe.
the you know, maybe
Plus, she's a lot taller. She
she-
can't hear you. She's like, "What are you saying down there?"
But it was just weird, like, after when I sent her that little thing, like, you should do this. And she, like, completely, like, blew me off. Even though we were kind of...
That sucks.
Yeah,
I
but
think
it's fine.
that
I get it.
sucks.
It's cool. It's cool.
So if
I'm really cool,
she-
but I have enough friends.
Okay,
Yeah.
if she came up, if she messaged you today, let's say I air the podcast, right? This episode goes up. She hears it.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my God, I feel really bad. Let me reach out to Maya. Would you be open to talking to her or having
About-
a relationship with her?
A relationship?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if our vibe is the same.
I'm getting a vibe that you're saying no.
I don't think
too.
I don't think
Meanwhile,
our
I would have
vibe,
been like, "Hell yeah! When am I on the show?"
I don't think our vibe is the same.
Yeah.
At all.
I don't think so
Who
either.
Kyle. If Kyle
Okay.
reached out to me and wanted to have not that kind of a relationship, Kyle, but
Well, she's a lesbo. She's one of the homos.
but
Yeah, no, she's cool. I like her.
her energy.
too.
Yeah.
I do too.
She has a lot of friends.
Yeah.
She cares about
She
all
cares
of her
about
friends
everybody.
individually.
Very
Yeah.
true. Very
she
true.
does. She's the person I would like. That is someone who I would talk to.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Totally.
call me.
Mine would be Erica.
Oh yeah, Erica. We
Oh,
love Erica.
yes.
You know what? Don't get in a fight with her.
Oh, hell no.
Shit.
Oh no, she's gonna be
No.
on our
Yeah,
side.
we're dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
God.
She's
I'd probably try to fight her back, but
and I would get you back.
Listen,
I would.
I'm sorry. You're my money's on you all the time.
Yeah,
What are you
totally.
talking about?
Oh, I've seen it before.
seen it.
I'm like, oh no.
I mean, all the stories from your cousins. My money's on you. It doesn't matter how old
I've
you are.
changed.
No.
I've changed.
It's hidden in there somewhere. Someone has to get you to that point.
Well, they do.
Right.
I had a Real Housewives moment at what's that restaurant?
Which one?
The Ritz.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that wasn't cute because you pushed me to that point. So,
Well,
but then I felt like I
Don't
was.
push the buttons.
It was horrible. It was horrible after because it took me out of my character.
well, it took you out of your element.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
But
rough.
you know what? The person deserved it. So
Yes.
Fuck
Okay.
them.
Yeah. And good riddance. Oh my god.
Who would you be friends with from the Housewives? Out of all the franchises.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Let me think. You know what? I like Heather. And
Debra?
people, yeah, and people are weird. I think, you know what I like about her? I know everyone thinks I'm nuts, I think, but, and Maya and I actually met her in Vegas, and she wasn't nice to me.
No, she dismissed us.
She talked to you.
She dismissed me though.
Yeah.
she did. Sorry. Go ahead. I'll tell the story
Because
after.
I'm on this whole manifesting thing in my life right now, and I'm really trying to channel these good things and create my day. And I feel like she does that. She's like, "Yep, I said we're going to sell the house for $55 million this year," and it happens. I do think she follows that kind of a life. Mm-hmm. And the current episode, I know you guys didn't see it, right?
No.
I don't want to ruin
Spoiler
it.
alert.
You could do spoiler alert.
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
okay
I don't
with
care.
that.
Well, she took all the girls to go get mammograms because they all said, "Oh, I don't do it." Shannon hadn't gotten
Wait,
one in
Heather,
10
your
years.
bro?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And Shannon hadn't got one in 10 years, right?
Oh,
and
wow.
then Jen
She's
actually
crashing
had a
car in the
lump.
building. So
She had a lump for 5 months, Jen.
who did?
Jen.
What?
And she said, I didn't address it because, and they're like, are you kidding? So it turns out it's the way her breast implant is or whatever. She doesn't have cancer.
Oh.
But Heather in her family does have cancer. And they said she has dense tissue.
Yeah.
And so all that has gotten her, there's a 40% chance that she can develop breast
wow.
cancer. And like at the end, everybody was like, oh, you're okay, everyone okay. No one asked how Heather's went. But I will give them the benefit of the doubt. They heard Heather and them go, yay, like everything was fine, but it was in another room, and I think Jen found out hers wasn't cancer. It wasn't a lump. It was from her surgery, breast surgery or whatever. So they were like, yay, but no one asked Heather. And then on this episode, she was like, nobody asked me, and I am going through where, shit, they told me I have a 40% chance.
But did
And
she
they all
share that
looked-
to the other girls?
No, because nobody asked her. She came out, everyone's like, oh, I'm good, let's go.
Well, yeah, I guess that's not something you want to just share. That's kind of like
But
personal.
she said if somebody would have asked her, how did you do? I just thought it was nice that she did take everybody. I just do feel that she cares about the friends,
I'll give.
Somewhat.
Yeah, she cares about her friends.
Yeah. You know
what
she
I mean?
does.
So
she
I
does.
think
She
I would-
She's a little too high sedity.
She is, but like her house, I loved that house she had.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I would love to
you
go in
took
it.
years to build that, and then you just sold it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, also,
Are you
she's not
fucking
attached
crazy?
to these things. Like, I am attached. I'm
She
a
didn't
hoarder.
even invite us over yet.
I hold on to everything. If I get beautiful wrapping paper, I'm like, oh, Maya gave me this wrapping paper. Like, she's just like, she builds this house for 10 years. She's like, goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'd be holding on
I'm
to
just
that.
going to go live in a penthouse.
Yeah.
That's
I know.
wild.
It is wild, but I find it intriguing.
Okay, one thing I have to say about Jen: arm goals.
Yeah.
I told Lou,
Oh,
my
my
Oh,
trainer,
I thought that was her last name for a second. I was like, what?
arm goals.
Yeah, I know. Her body.
So I've been working on it. It's long.
Love it.
It's taken a long time.
Hey,
but
You look
it's
good.
coming.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you do.
But I'm working. I told my trainer Lou, hey, because he knows who she is. We'll just put
Yeah.
it that way.
Okay,
I can't
yeah.
admit that he watches The Housewives, everybody, but yes, he does.
We know.
I think all husbands are forced to watch
They
it.
do.
But I'm like, I love her arms.
I know.
That's what I want. Her arms are freaking amazing.
They are.
Like, they're so cut.
I love it too.
Oh my gosh. Like,
I know.
arm goals.
Yeah,
Arm
I don't know.
absolutely.
She doesn't pay her bills, so I can't.
But
And
you
gets
know
her
what?
makeup done.
Yeah.
And her tracks done.
And they're ripping on her for it, but it's like, but she said, hey, okay, Gina.
Yeah.
Have you seen what you look like in years past?
Come on, Gina.
Oh my
well,
God, with
years
the
past. What about this last?
Oh my
freaking
God, her
episode?
confessional?
What's going
Oh my
on
God,
with
I
her?
wanna give her a hug.
Talking. I don't
Oh no, I can't do it.
know.
It's like she's got to poop.
Honestly feel like and the only time I agreed with her too is when, we're from Long Island and someone says, say coffee. Like, she goes, what am I, a circus freak? Like, I'm
Well, some of your outfits.
performing for you.
Your outfits do belong
But
in
it
the
is
circus.
weird when people say, like, say it,
Do people say
So I
that to
get
you
that. Oh, yeah.
all the time?
Yeah. And I'm pissed at myself because the other day I said, oh, Jeff, can you go get me a water? I was like, who am I? No, what?
I know.
Is there any moment where you told them no? Like if someone be like, hey, can you say coffee?
This is another episode where I have to please everybody. I'm like, okay, let me do it again for you. Did you hear me? I'll do it again for you.
Stand on one leg and do it too, please.
I would do it, okay? I need to be more like you. No, I'm not marrying
Be like,
you.
no, I don't have time. You should do it. I don't have
Yeah.
time for you. No, I'm busy.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to learn to say no.
Learn to say
but
no.
open to travel.
No to you, but open to travel.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
So funny.
That's funny. You got to learn to say no.
Yes. I'm going to definitely learn in my riper age.
We're gonna work on that.
Yeah.
But can you say coffee?
Coffee. Coffee talk.
People pleaser, people pleaser, people pleaser.
Well, I want to thank you guys for coming onto the show.
Oh yay!
Oh, thank you
So we're going to
much.
do our last segment. This is your final 5.
Oh God. Okay.
So I'm going to give you 5 questions, each of you,
Okay.
and you can answer it truthfully.
Okay.
It's not deep, so don't think. I can look at
Okay.
Maya. She's like, oh my God.
I'm like,
Yeah, I
talked
see you're
about the
sweating.
life, talked about our past engagement. I talked about.
Yeah, you covered everything.
I covered everything. That's enough.
All right, Kristin and Maya, this is your final 5.
Okay.
Question number 1. What is the best advice you've ever received?
Never trust a shark. Sorry. Sorry, I had to say it.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. Shoot, how am I supposed to go after
I
that?
know. How are you supposed to
Best advice. Hold on to something good. Something's good, hold on to it. Don't let it go.
I think, all joking aside,
Yeah.
like health is the most important thing you have. Health is the most important thing you have, so take care of your health.
Yes.
That is probably the best advice.
Yes.
And life experience too that I've seen, but yeah. Always put your health first. Mentally and physically.
Yes.
I agree. Question number 2. What is the worst advice you've ever received?
Oh my God. Worst advice I've ever received was to write a note to my sister-in-law. Somebody told me to do this. Just write and apologize and say you're sorry because we went through a lot. And I write this note and she threw it out. She didn't even read it.
Oh.
And I'm pissed at myself for even taking the advice and writing it. Now things are good and we're much better in a better place.
Right.
But I knew in my gut, don't write it. She's not going to receive it. And I knew that, and I listened to that person, so it was bad advice.
Let it go. It's been the worst advice I have ever received.
Really?
Let it go. Because really, can you? Can you let it go?
No.
No. So you have to let it be. Like, just let it be.
Let it be.
Shout out to Melanie, my therapist. But yes.
Love it.
We
Let
love
it
her.
be.
We love that.
We love Melanie. We love Melanie. But yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
that is good.
Question number 3. What is the first thing you do when you wake up and the last thing you do before bed?
Okay, I'm jumping in here because this is what I've been working on in my path the last month. And it is, I say 3 things I'm grateful for. And I think about so when I wake up, I think about my day, creating my day. It's going to be how it's going to go. When I go to bed, I say my 3 things I'm grateful for and look back at the day and what could I have changed? And I tell myself that and definitely meditate.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I should start doing that.
Well,
How do you follow
boring.
up?
how do I follow up on that one? I put on my glasses because I can't see anything. That's what I do. Okay. I get out of bed and go, ugh, because it's 5 a.m. and I kiss my boys. I kiss them while they're sleeping. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Every time I wake up, that's the first thing I do. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
I love
start
them.
crying.
I love my babies.
Question number 4. What is something you're trying to learn at the moment?
To
to say no.
She came up with that. Being okay with people's opinions of me.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn that.
You're like, it's fucking taking
It's tough,
forever.
it's tough, but
Just listen to the good ones.
Being
Right.
okay with people's
Yeah,
opinions.
don't listen to the
of
bad
me.
ones.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
And we can name the bad one.
Yeah.
And your question number 5, if you can create one law that everyone in the world has to follow, what would it be?
One law?
One law that everyone has to follow.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, let me think.
Oh, this is a hard
Not
one.
to put you on the spot or anything.
Well, one law. I
yeah,
mean,
one law that everyone in the world has to follow.
okay. One law that everybody has to. You know what? I hate to be cheesy, but just be freaking kind to each other.
That's a good one.
I really hate to be cheesy, but it's the truth.
I don't think it's
because
cheesy.
Just be kind.
Yeah.
Say hi to that person at the grocery store.
Right.
Even
Give
if
a
they're-
compliment.
Yeah. I feel like I try to smile and say hi to everybody. So just be kind.
Yeah.
No matter what. Even if you're hurt with that person, kindness gets you through it.
Choose kindness. And recycle. I agree with that
Yeah,
one.
recycle.
It should be a
Recycle.
law.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it should be a law.
She's like, that's my law.
Yeah. Also, I developed a U-turn signal. This is not a law, but I came up with the idea that the lights on the back of the car, it should have like an arrow saying they're U-turning.
Oh.
You know, so you're in front of them. Yeah, they're in front of you. You know they're making a U-turn. Don't be up their ass. They're making a U-turn, right?
God.
But then I looked it up and it's like patented. But I've never seen one car with
I've
it.
never seen one car with that.
Not that it's a
it
law,
into
but wouldn't it be
production,
nice
Chris.
to
Maybe
see
that should be a law
U-turns?
that you're getting the car industry to do that, to put them on their cars.
Yes, it's right. Okay, so that's
But it's
how I.
patent? How is
That's
it
what they said.
already?
I have no idea. Oh, they made them already. They manufactured it. I've never seen it. If the car in front of me had that, I would be like, oh, okay, let them give them room. Because some people make a U-turn right away, and some people go all the way out and do it. You know
So
what's
now we know
happening.
Kristin sits on someone's ass in the turning
Yeah.
lane.
Totally.
In her Audi.
She's like, move, bitch.
I'm fucking from
get
New
out the
York.
way.
You know who this is behind you? Do you know who I am? I'm going to get my coffee. Move it.
Move it.
Oh, have a nice day.
Yeah.
I'm California now.
Be kind, everyone.
Be kind. Be kind.
I love it. Well, thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate it.
Oh, we loved
We're going to
it.
have to do an episode 2 because you guys are
I
think
amazing.
so.
Oh,
We're going to do
I'd love
episode 2.
Yes.
Yes.
Right here.
Right here in
Coming to you live from the OC. Because we're the OGs.
Right.
the OC. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Love
I
you,
love it.
Coco.
Yes, love
And then
you
you
so
guys
much.
can catch this episode soon, maybe this week.
Oh,
Looking forward to
gosh.
it.
Okay.
All
Edited
right.
versions. Just kidding. Okay.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
For more information on KoKo Unfiltered, go to KoKoUnfiltered.com.